Hello, I'm a doctor with over 30 years of experience. Subscribe to my channel and ask your questions. I'll be here to share valuable medical knowledge with you. Obesity in the United States, causes, consequences, and solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to share with you an in-depth discussion about one of the most pressing health issues of our time, obesity. With more than 30 years of clinical and research experience in public health, nutrition, and lifestyle medicine, I have witnessed how obesity has transformed from a personal challenge into a widespread social, economic, and cultural problem. In the United States today, approximately 42% of adults are classified as obese, a figure that has been steadily climbing over the past several decades. This issue is not just about weight or physical appearance. It is about health, longevity, and quality of life. It is also about the habits we develop, the environment we live in, and the cultural and social influences that shape the way we eat, move, work, and rest. Obesity is defined medically as an excessive accumulation of body fat that presents a risk to health, often measured using body mass index, or BMI. While BMI has its limitations, it provides a general framework. A BMI over 30 is categorized as obese. What makes this condition so concerning is not merely the number itself, but the profound impact it has on the body. Obesity increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, stroke, sleep apnea, osteoarthritis, fatty liver disease, and even several types of cancer. Beyond the physical risks, obesity also has psychological and social consequences, such as depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and discrimination, all of which can diminish a person's sense of well-being and create barriers to success and happiness in life. To understand why obesity is so widespread, we must look at the deeper causes. At its core, obesity results from an imbalance between calories consumed and calories expended. However, the issue is far more complex than simply eating too much or exercising too little. Lifestyle habits in modern America are heavily influenced by social, economic, and technological factors that make unhealthy choices easier and more appealing. For example, dietary habits today are shaped by the availability and marketing of highly processed, calorie-dense foods. Fast food restaurants are found on nearly every corner, offering meals that are high in fat, sugar, and salt, but low in essential nutrients. Sugary drinks, snacks, and convenience foods are aggressively marketed to both children and adults, creating a culture where overconsumption becomes normalized. Another contributing factor is physical inactivity. Modern technology, while bringing enormous benefits, has also encouraged a sedentary lifestyle. Many jobs today require long hours sitting at a desk, while students spend much of their day sitting in classrooms or at computers. Entertainment is often passive, from watching television to playing video games, leaving little time or motivation for physical activity. Cars dominate transportation in most cities, reducing the opportunities for walking or biking that used to be built into daily life. As a result, calorie intake has gone up, while calorie expenditure has gone down, creating the perfect conditions for obesity to thrive. Stress is another major factor that cannot be overlooked. The pace of modern life often leaves people with limited time for rest and self-care. Chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that can increase appetite and promote fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. Many people turn to food as a source of comfort during stressful times, choosing high-calorie, high-sugar foods that provide temporary relief but long-term harm. Sleep deprivation, which is common in modern society, also plays a role, as lack of sleep disrupts hormonal balance, increases hunger, and reduces the energy available for physical activity. Age and demographics also influence obesity. While obesity can affect anyone, certain groups are more vulnerable. Children and adolescents today face rising rates of obesity due to unhealthy school lunches, lack of physical education, and the influence of digital entertainment. Adults between the ages of 30 and 60 are especially at risk, as career responsibilities, family obligations, and lifestyle pressures often reduce the time available for healthy habits. Older adults may also face weight issues due to slower metabolism and reduced physical activity. Socioeconomic factors play a critical role as well. Individuals from lower-income communities may have less access to fresh, healthy foods and safe places for exercise, while being surrounded by fast food outlets and convenience stores filled with processed options. The consequences of obesity are severe. On the physical level, obesity damages nearly every system of the body. The heart works harder to pump blood, leading to hypertension and increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Insulin resistance develops, leading to type 2 diabetes, which brings its own complications such as kidney disease, nerve damage, and vision loss. Excess fat can infiltrate the liver, causing fatty liver disease that may progress to cirrhosis or liver cancer. Sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops during sleep, is common among obese individuals and contributes to chronic fatigue and cardiovascular strain. The skeletal system also suffers, as extra weight places stress on joints, leading to osteoarthritis and chronic pain. The mental and social consequences are equally significant. Many individuals with obesity experience stigma, bullying, and discrimination, which can cause depression, social withdrawal, and a diminished sense of self-worth. In professional environments, obese individuals may face biases that affect their career opportunities. Children and teenagers who struggle with obesity often face bullying at school, which can have long-lasting effects on their psychological development and social confidence. So how can we address this growing problem? The solution to obesity requires a comprehensive approach that involves individuals, families, communities, and policymakers. On an individual level, healthy eating is the foundation of prevention and treatment. This means emphasizing whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, while reducing intake of processed foods, sugary beverages, and fast food. Portion control is also critical, as even healthy foods can contribute to weight gain if eaten in excess. Meal planning, mindful eating, and reducing emotional eating are practical strategies that help individuals make better choices consistently. Physical activity must also be prioritized. The recommendation for adults is at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week, which can be achieved through brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or other enjoyable activities. Strength training is also important, as building muscle boosts metabolism and helps maintain weight loss. For children and adolescents, at least 60 minutes of activity per day is encouraged, ideally through sports, outdoor play, or family activities that promote movement and bonding. Beyond diet and exercise, lifestyle modifications play a key role. Stress management through meditation, yoga, or relaxation techniques can reduce emotional eating and promote healthier responses to life's challenges. Adequate sleep, typically 7 to 9 hours per night for adults, helps regulate hormones related to hunger and energy. Limiting screen time and balancing work and leisure are also important for maintaining an active lifestyle. Families and schools must also be engaged in this effort. Parents can set a powerful example by preparing healthy meals at home, limiting junk food, and encouraging outdoor play. Schools should improve the quality of school lunches, increase physical education programs, and educate children about nutrition and health from an early age. Communities should provide safe spaces for walking, biking, and recreation, while policymakers must address the food environment by regulating marketing of unhealthy foods, improving food labeling, and supporting access to affordable, nutritious options. From a medical standpoint, treatment for obesity may also include professional support. Nutrition counseling, behavior therapy, and support groups can provide guidance and accountability. In some cases, medications or bariatric surgery may be appropriate, especially for individuals with severe obesity and related health conditions. However, these measures should be seen as part of a broader lifestyle plan, not as standalone solutions. What is most important is the recognition that obesity is not simply an issue of willpower or personal failure. It is a complex condition influenced by biology, psychology, environment, and culture. Overcoming it requires compassion, education, and structural change. Patients must be supported, not judged, and encouraged to take small but consistent steps toward healthier living. In conclusion, obesity is one of the greatest health challenges facing the United States today. With 42% of adults affected, it is clear that this is not just a personal issue, but a societal one, with profound consequences for public health, healthcare systems, and the economy. The good news is that obesity is preventable and manageable. Through healthier diets, regular physical activity, stress management, adequate sleep, and supportive communities, we can reverse this trend. It will take time, effort, and cooperation, but the rewards are invaluable. Longer lives, better health, greater happiness, and stronger communities. My message to you, especially to the younger generation, is this: take responsibility for your health today. Every small choice you make, from what you eat to how much you move, shapes your future. Value your body, respect your health, and recognize that you have the power to build a better life for yourself. To families, educators, and leaders, I urge you to create environments where healthy living is the norm, not the exception. Together, we can change the culture of health in America and ensure that future generations thrive. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope this message inspires you to take action for yourself, for your loved ones, and for the health of our nation.